Batty79, he came in and he asked about kit lenses. For fuck's sake. Twat. Even here, that's a road right behind me. So anyway, so what we're going to do is we're going to have all these little video blog things, and I can hear a motorbike, and that's going to be really loud. Yeah. So this is going to take me forever. So we've asked on the forums for people to bollocks. There's somebody walking towards me. Fuck's sake. Hey guys, this is Chris from Pixelated Photographer, and this is my first kind of video blog thing. Oh, the bastard in the motorbike. What the fuck's he doing? Fucking newspapers to around here. Jesus. Hey guys, this is Chris from Pixelated Photographer. This is my first little video blog thing. I've never had to do one of these before. I don't really know what I'm supposed to be doing. I spent half of the day trying to find somewhere to record. Now I've ended up here, it's really windy. Practically sitting in bird shit. It's not what I thought it was going to be, seriously. Anyway, so the whole point of these videos was to try and get people to write in, ask a question, and then we'll answer it. But this whole thing about video blogging and stuff, it's so much harder than what I expected it to be. Didn't think it was going to be this much hassle. But anyway, I'm going to answer a question. Batty79 wrote in, he's just bought himself a new camera. He bought himself a Canon. And he wants to know whether spending the extra £50 on a kit lens is worth it. Now, the thing is, one thing you got to learn is when you learn to become more and more into photography, you realise that these kit lenses, while they are really good when you're a beginner, you grow out of them, and guarantee that during your time of being a photographer, which is probably the day until you die, you'll realise that you're going to buy a bunch of real crap lenses all the way through, you know, your entire life, pretty much. Sometimes because somebody gives you like a piece of advice, yeah, you know, okay, cool. And sometimes because you don't have money, so you just think, okay, I'm going to buy the cheapest lens I can find. Certainly, I've got a range of lenses in my backpack which I've probably not used in a good couple of years because they're just duds, you know, you don't know what to do with them. So these lenses though are great for one thing, and what that is starting out, because you don't know whether you want to start going into photography or not. You don't really want to invest too much money because if you feel that it's not going anywhere, you don't want to feel that you've wasted it. So in one way, kit lenses are great because, you know, you do learn all the basic stuff that you need to know. You know, maybe when you outgrow your camera, you know, he said he's gone for, I think it was a 450D. Certainly at that point, you know, you're going to feel that maybe you're going to outgrow the camera at that point, then start looking at extra lenses. The problem is lenses, they're really expensive, but the one good thing about them is that they'll always fit your next camera, or at least you hope they do, unless it's made by Pink Sigma, in which case it never ever will. So I guess that, you know, in one way that's a really good investment, you know, because it's not really investment in picture quality, it's probably more an investment on actual, and there's somebody behind me doing something and I don't know what it is. What is it? Oh, it's a dog. And that's what you gotta love video for. That's why I love still photography much more. The other thing as well he talked about was, he said that there was three types of SLRs, DSLRs. But he's actually wrong. Now, he said there was like novice, intermediate, and pro. But there's actually a lot more. Even if you ignore all the bridge cameras and the cameras, what you call point and shoot type of stuff. If you look at, for example, the Canon range, you've got the 450D, the 500, the 550D. They're all kind of very beginner cameras. Over here they're called the KISS over in Japan. I don't know, and they use actually KISS as in the band to plug these damn things. And so, and then you've got your intermediate cameras, which is pretty much like this, which is a 30D. 30D probably about 20D upwards, all the way up to the new 60D, which has just come out. And then there's a weird space. You've got the 7D. It's not a pro camera, it's not an intermediate camera, it's somewhere in between. And it's certainly not it's not, in some ways it's as good as the 5D, but it's not quite there because it doesn't have the good sensor and all this kind of stuff. So when you look at the 7D, it's almost an intermediate, a high intermediate camera. There's a guy jogging. And then you got the 5D, which is semi-pro, and then you got the 1D, And each step is almost $1,000 pretty much in between each one if you look at the price ranges. And so, when you think about it, spending an extra $50 or £50 on a lens that you're going to use, is it a bad idea? No, I don't think it is. Because you're going to learn with that lens. You're going to learn a lot. Don't get me wrong. If you're going to end up in 3 years' time, with a 70 to 200 f2.8 lens, you're going to see a huge difference. But, to start you out, why not? Kit lenses are fine, But more than anything else, when you go for the nifty 50, it's about £70. It's a 1.8 lens. There's no zoom in it. You have to use your legs. Your legs are going to have to be the zoom. And it's a great little lens for £75. And to be honest with you, that is something you're going to really, really learn with. I'll leave it there. Check out the website for more. It's pixelatedphotographer.com, and hopefully I get into this video stuff a little bit more. And just realised the person just walked past me. Really fucking tall. Okay, and this lady's looking at me awkward as well. So, leave it there. Thanks for listening. I hope it wasn't too bloody awful. Cheers, guys.